Right now, someone you know is watching your life unfold online, but you've never seen theirs. No photos, no updates, nothing. And what psychology just discovered about these people will completely change how you see confidence. In a world obsessed with being seen, there's a group of people who've mastered the art of being invisible. They don't post selfies, they don't share their wins, they don't broadcast their lives. And for years, we've misunderstood them. We thought they were shy, antisocial, or insecure. But recent psychological research reveals something far more fascinating. These people aren't hiding because they lack confidence. They're operating on a completely different level of self-awareness. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why the quietest people on social media might actually be the most emotionally intelligent ones you know. Let's decode the psychology. Number 1, they've chosen privacy over popularity. Psychologists have identified something called privacy orientation, a personality trait where certain individuals place exceptionally high value on controlling their personal information. But here's what most people get wrong. This isn't about being antisocial or disconnected. It's about protecting something far more valuable than likes, their mental space. Think about it. While most people are measuring their worth in comments and hearts, these individuals have discovered something radical: self-validation. They've learned to feel good about their lives without needing to announce them. And that subtle shift, that's what real inner security looks like. Number 2, they possess unusually strong self-awareness. There's a psychological concept called self-concept clarity, basically how well you understand who you truly are. Research shows that people who share less online tend to score significantly higher on this measure. They know their values, they understand their goals, they've figured out what genuinely matters to them. And because of that clarity, something interesting happens. They stop chasing trends. They stop comparing themselves to strangers on the internet. Their happiness isn't sitting in someone else's hands, waiting for a notification. It's already inside them, fully formed and self-sustaining. That's not just confidence, that's freedom. Number 3, they're emotionally secure in ways most people aren't. Psychologists distinguish between 2 types of self-esteem: fragile and secure. Fragile self-esteem needs constant reinforcement, likes, compliments, validation. It's exhausting. But secure self-esteem, it doesn't need attention to survive. People who rarely post photos often have this secure type. They don't need selfies to prove their worth, because deep down, they already feel complete. And here's why this matters. Studies show people with this kind of emotional balance experience less anxiety, less approval-seeking behavior, and stay far more focused on real-world goals. They're not performing for an audience, they're actually living. Number 4, they're deep thinkers, not show-offs. People who stay quiet online are usually more introspective. They think before they speak or post. They share only when something genuinely matters, not just to fill a void or maintain an image. This stems from a cognitive trait called internal locus of evaluation. Fancy term, simple meaning. They judge themselves by their own standards, not by what others think. So while everyone else is curating the perfect grid, worrying about angles and captions and timing, these people are having authentic conversations, real ones, the kind that don't need a filter or a witty hashtag. And honestly, that's becoming increasingly rare. Number 5, they've seen through the digital illusion. Most of them understand something crucial. Social media distorts reality. Psychologists call this social comparison theory. It's the endless cycle where we measure our behind the scenes against everyone else's highlight reel, and it's mentally exhausting. By staying low-key, these individuals protect themselves from that toxic comparison trap. They've made a conscious choice: peace over performance, substance over show. And in a world that's constantly screaming for your attention, that quiet decision is actually an act of rebellion, a healthy one. So the next time you notice someone who doesn't post their photos, don't assume they're shy. Don't think they're antisocial or insecure. They might just be more grounded than most, more emotionally intelligent, more self-aware. They figured out something powerful. You don't need to be seen by everyone to feel seen by yourself. And honestly, that's the most authentic form of confidence there is. If you love understanding the hidden psychology behind human behavior, subscribe now, because on this channel, we don't just watch people's lives, we leverage their minds.